That isn't exactly, I mean, okay, it's showing a pretty large PPS diff, but definitely lower PPS than some players. I've heard many talking about how you can't just like head down, go as fast as possible anymore. Some players will still try to do that. OSW misdrops their TKI, and then in trying to fix it, misdrops again. So he's going to be working through that for a while. SZABOLCS is going to have a bit of time to build up back to back. They don't go for the back to back right there. OSW is able to get through stuff and, yeah, just push SZABOLCS up to the top of the board and find that first point. All right, MS2 from OSW side, and SZABOLCS starting with that PCO stack. Okay, OSW spamming out damage and then misdropping a spin. So that is going to slow him down a little bit there. SZABOLCS does have a nice well to get through here, and OSW has a lot of cheese on the board. Unfortunately, another misdrop is going to slow him down there, and SZABOLCS is going to be able to find the damage to top out OSW before he's able to get into that garbage. We do see TKIs from both sides here. OSW going into an LST 7 or 2-7 stack here, and a little bit of a misdrop, but continuing to power through it. And SZABOLCS just setting up a TST here rather slowly, but taking your time is definitely not the worst thing in the world in this rule set. And couldn't tell if that was a misdrop from OSW's side. And if it was, yeah, that is going to be the cause of that there. I would assume that is. So TD opener from OSW's side here. Yeah, okay. So what happened there was that OSW just pushed up SZABOLCS and they didn't have the pieces that they needed. Sometimes that just happens. All right, so TKI's on both sides again. No surprise that OSW's is faster. SZABOLCS getting through the wells that OSW's created for them. OSW with a nice clean board, has a nice well to get into, and SZABOLCS is being pushed up, and they misdrop their S piece at the top of the board. They have an out, but OSW puts through too much damage for them to continue stacking after they find their initial out. SZABOLCS misdrops at the very start here as OSW is building up a TD opener. This does not seem good. They are able to get into their first well here as OSW is building up that man-made stack right now. OSW putting themselves at the top of the board and being forced to down stack here. Not in the greatest position for a sec, but stabilizing. SZABOLCS doing well with this down stack here and just kind of going slow and dealing with what OSW is sending, which is honestly their best bet here. OSW with the LST just spamming out these T-spins in this 2-7 stack. There's that 11-12 back-to-back, and he does not even need to break it because the LST itself is enough to push SZABOLCS up to the top. TKIs on both sides yet again. OSW with a bit of a misdrop, I believe, there. Going to be able to get out of it, but that is actually going to give SZABOLCS time to find that back-to-back, and there is that 8 sending right away as OSW does not have a way out right there. Tosses 2 eyepieces down that well, but not finding the clears that they need to stay alive. Another TD versus the PCO stack, and that is actually going to give SZABOLCS the perfect well, and we have a little bit of plonking action going on as... Yeah, that's entirely... Give me... All right, you want garbage, OSW? You get 1. I will give you this 1 garbage. That's what you get if you want something from me. Oh my god. Oh gosh, yeah. And now we're just sitting here. All right, and we're off again. All right, so both players have taken their break, I guess, their mid-round break. OSW setting up an STSD over that while SZABOLCS is down stacking with some T-spins. OSW breaks that surge pretty early on and doesn't actually send anything with it as SZABOLCS is counting to 4 over this well. not being able to take the continuation that I think they were going for, as OSW is just spamming out some speed right now, going through this down stack that is some messy garbage. So just going to be looking to get through it for now. As SZABOLCS is setting up some clean setups. They break their back-to-back as well, as OSW finds that surge beginning right there, and SZABOLCS plonks a little bit there, which, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what you got to do in this situation. I don't blame them at all for that. And OSW, in response, is building up this back-to-back 14-15 right now, sends all of it, and has a little bit of a follow-up, but SZABOLCS is mostly staying alive. Yeah, just covers that well, and OSW is able to find the kill with the follow-up attack. All right, 6-3 up stack from OSW like he's playing TEC. SZABOLCS with the 3-6. And OSW finds a 26 spike right there. Yep. That's how you open 6-3. That's what it's for, is that right there. More people should open 6-3. That's my opinion. All right. PCO stack versus TD opener. As SZABOLCS has a little bit of making me nervous at the top of the board right there. And yeah, that's not where you want to be right now. Okay, has the Z spin, and yeah, I don't really think you can stay alive right there. And that's going to be another point for OSW. OSW starting to run away with this right here, as we do see TKIs starting off both sides here. And OSW misdrops a Z piece, has to skim and turns it into a couple of T-spins, so not too bad. SZABOLCS is going to use that opportunity to find back-to-back here, and they are continuing to upstack it. They do just get rid of their surge defensively there, so not really going to do anything, as OSW has 2 T-spins ready to go. What was that? I don't even know what he was going for there. All right, so SZABOLCS setting up some spins right here, finding that 4 back-to-back, having that surge ready to go, breaking it insta. Nothing really shows up on OSW's board except for those 2 lines of cheese at the bottom. OSW finds that 9 that's going to show up on SZABOLCS's board, and they are not able to hurdle the T piece over in time, which is going to give OSW that point. All right, PCO stack from both sides. Ooh, OSW with an 18 spike right there. So SZABOLCS doesn't really have anything they can do about it. They cover the well. They can't really get out of this for now. They find the eyepiece in time, as OSW is just trying to spam out damage. They have the Z spin up at the top of the board, but OSW just continuing to stack over here, not really accepting too much, and finally finding the kill right there. Yeah, sometimes you just have to have the perfect stack into the well. Otherwise, you are just going to be pushed up to the top. OSW with a TD opener into a PC right there, but that's not really going to do too much to SZABOLCS. OSW looking for another PC, finding it. SZABOLCS able to defend against the entire thing because PCs are nerfed here. I do love that they made that change. I think it is very healthy for the game. I hated getting MS2'd. So bad. All right, so OSW has a bit of a surge built up here, has that back-to-back advantage, and that is going to show up on SZABOLCS's board right here, as OSW is going to continue into an 8-1 stack for a bit right there. Continuing building this right here, getting into the next well, maybe is going to break here. Nope, builds up the quads that they don't have to break, sends that 19 surge, and there's, yeah, not enough survival on SZABOLCS's side, and that is going to put OSW at match point. Another TD opener versus TKI. Finding the PC off of that, finding a second PC, and SZABOLCS does have some clean garbage to stack through here, as OSW has looped his opener. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, there it is. OSW using the speed to his advantage there, and is going